Decoding the parallels, Matrix Resurrections and The Last Jedi. Just like The Last Jedi, The Matrix Resurrections is a sequel to a beloved franchise that aims to subvert expectations. Both films challenge preconceived notions about their respective universes, leading to mixed reactions from audiences. The Matrix Resurrections, like The Last Jedi, takes risks by redefining the mythology that fans have come to love. This bold and daring move has led to heated debates among hardcore fans, much like what happened after the release of The Last Jedi. One significant parallel between the two films is their approach to legendary characters. The Matrix Resurrections brings back Neo and Trinity, presenting them in a new light, much like how The Last Jedi redefined the iconic character of Luke Skywalker. In The Last Jedi, Luke is seen as a disillusioned, withdrawn hermit. Similarly, in The Matrix Resurrections, Neo is reintroduced as an ordinary software developer, which is a far cry from the legendary figure he used to be. Both films also introduce new characters who play pivotal roles in the story. The Last Jedi gave us characters like Rose Tico and Admiral Holdo, while The Matrix Resurrections introduced characters like Bugs and the new Morpheus. The Matrix Resurrections and The Last Jedi are also similar in their handling of the theme of legacy. Both films present the idea of moving beyond the past, even if it means challenging the legacy of characters and storylines we hold dear. In terms of narrative structure, both films choose to deviate from traditional storytelling. They break the mold by presenting non-linear narratives, delivering twists that surprise, and sometimes, shock the audience. The visual language of both films also share similarities. Both The Last Jedi and The Matrix Resurrections employ stunning and innovative cinematography, coupled with impressive special effects that push the boundaries of what is possible on screen. The treatment of action sequences in both films is also worth noting. Both directors chose to reimagine the action, bringing a fresh perspective to the table and creating unique and memorable scenes. Then there's the aspect of nostalgia. Both films leverage the emotional connection fans have with the original series, but they also challenge those nostalgic feelings, urging audiences to embrace change and evolution. The Last Jedi and The Matrix Resurrections also share a common thread in terms of their respective directors. Both Rian Johnson and Lana Wachowski aren't afraid to make bold decisions, even if they stir controversy. Lastly, it's worth noting the timing of both films. Released decades after their predecessors, they serve as a commentary on the rehashing of old franchises and the nostalgia-driven culture that pervades modern cinema. In conclusion, The Matrix Resurrections and The Last Jedi are two ambitious sequels that dare to redefine the franchises they belong to. Despite the controversy, they represent a brave attempt to move beyond the past and chart a different course for the future. Understanding the parallels between these two films allows us to appreciate their bold visions. Whether you love them or hate them, The Matrix Resurrections and The Last Jedi undeniably add a fresh perspective to their respective series. Why Matrix Resurrections is compared to The Last Jedi. You cannot mention The Matrix Resurrections without invoking thoughts of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Both movies were mammoth tasks, having to continue a beloved franchise while trying to bring something new and innovative to the table. The connection between the two movies is not accidental. We will explore the similarities and differences, and why these two films are often compared. Once you understand the reasoning, you may never look at either movie the same way again. The Matrix Resurrections and The Last Jedi both had the heavy task of continuing iconic franchises. They were expected to maintain the magic that first captivated audiences, while pushing narrative boundaries. This is no small feat, and the comparison between them lies first in this shared challenge. In both movies, you will find a noticeable shift in tone compared to their predecessors. They took risks, dared to be different, and challenged our expectations. They were not just mere continuations, they were intended as revolutions, appending what we thought we knew about their respective universes. The Matrix Resurrections and The Last Jedi both feature legacy characters in new roles. They defy our expectations, challenging the characters in ways that are sometimes uncomfortable but ultimately thought-provoking. This radical character development is another point of comparison between the two films. Moreover, both movies were helmed by directors with distinctive voices and visions. Lana Wachowski and Rian Johnson are known for their innovative storytelling. Their unique perspectives are evident in the two films, which are both a departure from and a love letter to their respective franchises. However, in trying to balance nostalgia and innovation, both films received mixed reviews. Some fans appreciated the fresh takes, while others felt betrayed, believing the new interpretations deviated too far from the original visions. This is another crucial comparison point: their polarizing reception among fans. Both films also carry a meta-commentary on fandom and expectations. They challenge the idea of what a sequel should be, questioning if it should only cater to fan service or seek to break new ground. It's a delicate balance that both films try to strike. The Matrix Resurrections and The Last Jedi also share a thematic similarity. They both explore the idea of the past's influence on the present, and the struggle to break free from it. In a way, they are self-aware commentaries on their own franchise legacies. It's also worth noting the visual spectacle both films offer. They push the boundaries of cinematic technology, providing audiences with stunning visual feasts. This level of technical prowess is another commonality between the two movies. Criticism is another shared experience for these films. They were both met with backlash from parts of their fan bases. The deviations from the traditional narratives led to controversy, making the films talking points for years to come. Yet, despite the backlash, both films have their staunch defenders. Those who appreciate the risks taken argue that the films are bold reinterpretations, necessary for the evolution of their franchises. These contrasting viewpoints contribute to the ongoing dialogue surrounding both movies. So, why is The Matrix Resurrections compared to The Last Jedi? They are both attempts at redefining their franchises, taking risks, and pushing the boundaries of their narrative universes. They have both received praise and criticism for these daring choices. In the end, the comparison between The Matrix Resurrections and The Last Jedi is not just about the similarities in their narratives or their polarizing receptions. It's about the courageous attempts at reimagining beloved stories, and the conversation that ensues. So, watch these movies again with a fresh perspective. You might just find a new appreciation for the risks they took and the discussions they ignited. After all, isn't that what great cinema is all about?